Well, I just got back from Texas, down there with Jared's Epic Nerf Battle 7. It was a blast. And when I got home, there on my doorstep was a surprise, a present waiting for me. Something I completely didn't expect at all. Not one, but two blasters. So first off, we have the Blitze, or Blitze. This is a Adventure Force Buzzbee blaster that fires 6 shots, has a rotating barrel, is, rear prime. And it's actually a pretty sweet little blaster. We're gonna talk about it today. But the main attraction that I completely wasn't expecting was this, the Alpha Auto 72. Yes, 72. Wow. This is one of those things where, Buzzbee last year, they had a rough year. I'm not gonna lie. They had some issues. So it seems like they hit the ground running this year with these new summer releases. This thing right here, I don't want to spoil the video, but, stay tuned to the end. You're gonna see why I love this thing. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. To get started, let's run through the Blitz real quick. This is I don't want to say hey, this thing isn't cool and all, because it is. It's a good blaster. This is the lower end, very affordable. Pricing is really good on these things, and for what it's bringing to the table, that rotating cylinder. Go ahead and post some chronograph numbers here. I took it outside, and I want to take a quick disclaimer, or a quick I don't know, I've talked a lot of crap about Buzzbee long distance darts. Now, I will say, currently, this version of Buzzbee long distance dart, I can tell it's different. It's more consistent in the glue job. There is no spilling glue on it at all. It feels like a much better quality dart. And from what I can tell from my testing right now, it is in fact better than the standard Nerf Elite darts. These were actually more accurate, which I had to do a double take. I was like, wait, what? And we'll go ahead and post some of that footage here. I was very impressed. So I don't know what Buzzbee's done, or how they've addressed this. Now, before you all blow up the comment section, yes, this dart is not gonna be better than the waffle heads. And Buzzbee, if you're watching this video, everyone has moved on to the waffle head darts for long darts, just because they're so much more accurate. I don't know what it is with the waffle design, but they're very accurate. In fact, Zuru has just also moved on to the waffle head for their long darts. So something to consider. But with that said, I'm very pleased with the performance of this. Will I be running Buzzbee long distance darts in my future wars? Probably not. I'm sorry. They're not good enough. They're much better, but they're not to where I'd like to see them. Now, if you're looking to run some type of scatter blast type of loadout where you're just shooting a bunch of darts all over the place, yeah, I think these are great. They're just gonna be very strange. They're gonna be more of a wider spread when you fire them, so I think they're good in that regard. So yeah, the Blitz, or the Blights, or however you want to say it, I think it's a solid little pickup. FPS could be a little bit higher, but it's fine. Now on to the main attraction. This is why I am so excited. This thing, now straight up, before everyone's like, what the heck is that? Yes, it's comical. Yes, it's big, it's large, it's crazy looking. I had no idea how large this thing is. It looks like a massive Tommygun. I actually did a mod where I took a power mech and the Fortnite, the Nerf Fortnite DG, or I forgot what it's called, but I basically made this. So it's really cool to have this as a finalized product that I don't have to mod or anything. And that capacity, wow. It says 72. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say it holds 72. That's nuts. And here's the coolest part. This drum is really easy to pull off. That's a really quick swap. I don't know if Buzzbee intends on selling these drums individually, but that would be a pretty cool thing. I would definitely pick up a couple. But here's the thing. This blaster's cheap. It's not really that expensive. So if you grab another one, and you have 2 drums, I think you're pretty much set. I mean, I don't see you needing to swap out 2 drums too many times. This right here is going to be a great offering for an HVZ type of play style, or something where you potentially are shooting targets that are a little bit closer, that you don't really need to peg them with super hot, spicy rounds. However, this thing was chronographing at around 90 FPS. Like, does have a very high FPS, consistent, you know, firing, and yeah, that's pretty amazing. Now the color choices of this, obviously, you know, this is the DrFlux channel. We love this type of stuff. This is just a throwback to my childhood when I was a kid, playing with those brightly colored Laramie or whatever, the old Super Soakers that were just really bizarre and colorful like this. I love this stuff. So seeing something released like that, we know it's safe. We know this thing's not gonna be mistaken for anything. It's not. Another part worth talking about is the stock. Like, this is an in-strike attachment point. Now, in the comment section, let me know, is this the first time Buzzbee's done an in-strike attachment point or a stock? Because I can't think of anything. Usually they have their own proprietary stock. So I don't know if that's like the patent has released on this thing and now it's kind of free for all, so everyone can just go ahead and jump in and get on it. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Up here we have the standard Buzzbee attachment rail. This is not in-strike, so keep that in mind. This is your standard Buzzbee. Got a cute little sight here. I actually like it. I think it's kind of nice. And this does not come off up here. This does not come off either. And let's talk about the pistol grip. Look at that thing. Massive. It's like Buzzbee, the engineers over at Buzzbee were like, you know what? We are done getting made fun of about our tiny grips. And boy, did they come through. This thing is actually too big. It's like that whole story of the three bears. Like, oh, it's too hot, it's too cold, it's just right. Now they're like, oh yeah, you want a grip? You think our grips are small? Boom, massive grip. It's so good. The forward grip up here is still kind of a little awkward feeling, but it works, it does the job. What a fun blaster. As soon as I took this out of the box, put it together, started playing with it, I was just immediately smiles. I was just like, and that's when you know you have a good product. That's when you know when something's fun and you just can't stop smiling. So with all that said, can I recommend the Adventure Force Alpha Auto 72? I say most definitely. For the price point of what you're getting, all this cool stuff, you know, and it runs off 6 AA, which are pretty affordable, pretty easy to get a hold of. You know, great performance, great capacity, quick ability to change out the drum, looks great. You can play it in all kinds of events. You know, this is a win. Thank you, Buzzbee. This is great. And yeah, I just want to say, you know, full disclosure, this was sent in for review. I didn't even know about it. It was just right on my doorstep. And I'm very thankful for this to be sent in. I am gonna grab another one of these because I love this drum and I have a dump pouch, like a big old drop pouch that can hold this drum. So, you know, I'm gonna looking to run this thing, you know, keep one of these drums on me and whew, it's gonna be great. As far as like what I don't like, I really don't have a lot of negative to say. I mean, I did do all my testing outside in the rain, so like I was just asking for trouble. It wasn't rain, it was like a light mist, so some of my darts got a little kind of messed up, but that's to be expected. I will say that this jam door helped out a lot. Could be a little larger, so I guess that's kind of a gripe, but Buzzbee's finally pulling through. So I'm really curious to see what other stuff they're gonna offer. Well, I'm DrFlux. I want to thank you for watching today's video. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can see when I make new content. And as always, be safe and happy foam flinging. Oh, you're still here? Okay, well, if you got this far and you're not subscribed, make sure to do so. It helps the channel tremendously. And while you're here, check out this video. You might like it.